Hi guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. We are at Motorclassica today here in Melbourne at the Royal Exhibition Centre. We brought our 356 with us. We're not entirely too sure it fits in with the venue, but take a look at this. Here we are at Motorclassica. What an entry. Look at this. And rare cars. We are going to take a tour. This has been across social media as people's favourite car. It is a 1968 Ferrari 365 GTC. We've got a couple of cameras around with us today because we don't have a lot of time. But there it is, sat there. It's a gorgeous colour. I know this is the first one we've bumped into today, but I'm not sure that's going to be my favourite. I don't know. Like, great place for it to be sat, but I'm not sure about being the favourite. And here's the same model car, so it's a 365 Ferrari GTC, but it's a 71 instead of the late 60s car there. Massive difference on the front end. Compared to what we saw with the late 60s car. In fact, we might just cut to that now just so we can see. So as if by magic, that's the 68, and look at the front end. It is so much better than that 71 car over there. Wow. Ferraris are all lined in the middle with the GTO. We've got an F40 here. That looks a beast sat in the middle there as well. Wow. Full set. This is a 1902. It's nice to see this kind of stuff around. Look at the leather on that. And then Jim's with us today, who's just down there. He said his dad had owned a couple of these Buicks. Look at that. Oh, it's got the leather on the back as well. How nice is that? Oh, what a lovely setup. It's really nice. Volkswagen XL1. We saw one of these in Dubai. That's the first time we've ever seen one of those, but there is one appears to be floating around here in Melbourne. AMG behind a barrier. Black Series Project 1 edition. Great livery on it. I think the guys are hoping for an escalation in price in Tassie number plates as well with Tassie 1. I'm not quite sure they're going to pull the same as a Melbourne number plate. 1958 Lotus 11. Older man's car. How tiny is that? A cockpit not too dissimilar to our 356. But look at that, how low that is. Can we get that? Wow. That's so cool. And a little Lotus next to it as well. We're gonna look down here as well, because look how that is. There's a Bugatti down there as well, so that should be nice to see. Jaguar XK120. I think it's the coupes of these that are one of my favourite Jaguars. Again, in Dubai there was like a patinaed red one. That was brilliant. Gullwing Mercedes. Ford Falcon down here. in some prestigious company. An Australian icon. Looks like it's been beautifully restored, and looking under it, it doesn't actually need a drip tray either. Probably freshly restored. Actually, it looks like the bonnet's got a few dinks and bumps in it, so it's probably had some life in it at some point. Looks like it's got historic plates from ATC, so the Australian Capital Territory. Just check the plaque to see what it says, but it just talks about the history of Ford in general and the car, and doesn't talk about this specific car, so that's a bit of a shame. The Miura must be getting uncovered a little bit later because we are down here early. However, as car covers go, look at that. That is a brilliant car cover for that. LP 5000. And here we've got a mono Ferrari Testarossa. So you don't see many of these around. Mono being that they've only got the single wing mirror. Normally they've got one on either side, and I think there is a car down here with one on either side, but a mono, so very rare for a Testarossa. Looks lovely sat there though. Something a little bit unique, a Mantra Honda. Looks like it set a land speed record of 222 kilometers an hour back in the day. I'm not quite sure when that was, but look at that. It's almost like a little coffin. I'll feel every bump on the road with that. Here's a bit of a dream car for the garage. A Bugatti. Look at that sat there. We're getting into a bit of a special lineup now. A Ferrari here that has got some race heritage there. And then we've got a Pagani, which looks like it's all carbon fibre. Look at that there. Wow. Obviously all carbon fibre on the interior as well. And then we've got the Koenigsegg down here as well, which we did a video on a little while ago. So we've had the opportunity to find another bread van. This is a Lotus Europa, commonly known as a Lotus bread van. Iconic colour for 1968. Mid-engine, so there we go, that's where the engine sits. You can kind of see the carburetors through there. Can you see that? That's actually the, looks like it might be the fuel or the oil. I think it'll be the oil because there's the fuel, there'll be the oil. But yeah, a bread van. Manual, very cool. Just having a stroll right up at the top. We just looked at the Lotus bread van over there. There's a few things up here, but I think it's a little bit quieter than usual. I think probably exhibitions are kind of just getting up to speed again. There is the Deluxe Customs 356 down there that we've had on the channel. We do need to look at that because the team have done a brilliant job on that, so that's worth looking at. But yeah, what a cracking venue. I know we keep talking about the venue, but look at this. All that down there as well. Just obviously only been back in Melbourne for a couple of years, and with COVID, like, I've not seen any of this stuff, so this is fantastic. What a awesome place. So this 356 we've had on the channel before. It's the one done by Deluxe Customs. We saw all the bodywork done, and then I think Porsche Melbourne did a load of work on it as well. It has got a finalist on there, which is not a surprise with Sasha's work. Awesome car. Yeah, well done, mate, because that's cracking. You've done a brilliant job on that. We're at the Porsche stand that is over there. I've got a nice 911 over there that we're going to have a look at in a minute. This we've seen before, a 914. It's the 2 litre, so it's got the flat 4 in the back. There it is. But we've got a few cars around here as well. This is a 68? No, 65 911. So really early car. Lovely green, tan interior. Very, very nice car. Very early. Got a 66 here as well. That is a 912 though. Because look at that in the rear. There we go. A little 912. See if we can get a side profile of that. That has got a little Rolex sticker on it over there as well, which is a really nice touch. That is really cool, that. 1971 911T. Here's a Targ. Great condition, and that blue is lovely as well. This has had an immaculate restoration because look at that Targa top. The blue is an epic colour. Look at that down the side. Very nice. A normal 4.6. So this is the 911 variant engine. It's a 1970s car. Wow. 928. Cracking interior, look at that. Oh. Gotta be one of your favourite interiors. And then over here we've got a race car, so Team Porsche BP. Set of racing wheels on it. Lovely engine. Naturally aspirated, but what the hell is going on there? Look at that. Upright fan. Dual spark as well. Wow. That must pull some horsepower. There's the interior. Bracing and the extra fuel tank there, all set up for racing. It's actually got somebody's signature down there as well. Not quite sure whose that is. That's lovely. And here on one of the stands we've got the 911 Targa. This is the exclusive edition Targ. So it should have a number on the side. There we go. This one's got 69 on it. Don't see many of these floating around. It's got the embossed on the headrest there. It's an auto car. There we go. Don't see many of these floating around. Oh, it's got the nice badge on the back. So the Porsche stand's got a great setup. Look at this. Oh, it's a finalist as well. That colour. So it looks like this is a 2.7 RS. Wow. 1970, my eyes are failing me, 73 maybe, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the video. But that colour, fog lights on the front, that is brilliant. I'm trying not to fall over behind me. Well, we've clearly hung around here long enough that the cover came off the Miura. Haven't seen this one white. I was expecting it to be the orange car that is down at Dutton's, but that looks epic. Might try and get some shots from the front as well, but we'll have to walk all the way around to get there. And while we're on the Miura, here's a blue one as well. This one is also a finalist. Look at the blue on that. A Morgan Aero. It's got the funny headlights. I think we actually drove one of these in Dubai once. It was the coupe. And we had a little bit of a fun in a warehouse once with one. That was pre-video, so that won't be appearing anywhere. but they are also a tight spot. And I remember that gear shifter was really tight as well. But turning and how they kind of zip along, they were fun. Now when we turned up, it was a lovely morning. It has then since nailed it down in Melbourne, which is not a surprise with all the weather. Our 356 doesn't generally do pretty well in the rain, being bare metal, but it is what it is today. A few cars have got their covers on, but we have weathered the storm. GTR AMG Black Series, so we are thinking this is the launch colour, halo colour. Carbon fibre everywhere, as usual, as you would expect on this. Love one of these. Even just the GTS, GTC would be fantastic. There is the Black Series badge. And we are parked outside with a 356. I think we might mention that already. The sun is trying to come out. It did peg it down. We've got a few more Porsches have turned up. Let's see if we can see them here. We've seen this one a few times, 993. Oh, look at that, the sun is actually trying to break through. The Mercedes Club are here. We saw the Black Series just a minute ago. There is a Goldwing over there as well. But there's a few turned up. Here we go. Here's our 356. She should get a little bit of attention on the channel. We've put a little bit of carpet underneath her for today because occasionally she does drop a little bit of oil. I'm hoping that the sun dries her off a little bit. Might clean the windscreen for us. There she is. Our beauty at the Motorclassica. So we're at the Lorbeck stand outside. Super light. There's a bit of a Ferrari F40 kind of feel about it. There's the engine. Sorry. That is wide open. I don't know, you bump into one and then you bump into another heritage target. You don't think you're going to see many, and then you see two in a row. And just before we go, they've actually opened up the Miura. We might just run around the other side like we said before and take a bit of a look at it. Look at that in there. We'll try and zoom in a little bit. Yeah, we'll run around the side and have a look before we go. And here it is around the other side. Look at that. And the engine around that. Well, that's it from us at the Motorclassica. Brilliant day out. The 356 has been a shining example. We're going to head off home now. We've been out with the dogs, hit the beach in between time. We've had a cracking day out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you later, guys. Bye.